Hello, and welcome to Exploring Digitized Archival Collections through Online Finding Aids at the Triangle Research Libraries Network. In this video, we will show you how to access digitized content through finding aids at UNC Chapel Hill, North Carolina Central, North Carolina State, and Duke University libraries. This is a pre-recorded video, so you can pause, rewind, or fast forward at any time. First, a little background on our approach to large-scale digitization. In 2008, the Southern Historical Collection conducted focus groups and conversations with scholars to understand their needs as libraries move forward with digitization of archival materials. Participating scholars asked that digitized collections mirror the physical manuscript collection as closely as possible. Instead of archives carefully selecting a few items for digitization that they deemed to be of research interest, scholars wanted entire collections to be digitized, ensuring that each item retained its full context and allowing scholars to decide for themselves what was of research value. Scholars understood that archivists have limited time and resources and must make decisions about what to prioritize. They asked that archivists prioritize digitizing as much as possible without adding special features. One example of a special feature is enhanced metadata, that is, additional information about the individual item cataloged manually by an archivist, such as names of people and places described in the document or dates named in each document. Keeping this in mind, we have implemented a large-scale digitization program in which we can digitize hundreds of thousands of documents, often full collections, but do not produce enhanced metadata for digital content. This means that the primary means of discovering digitized documents remains the same as it was for physical documents, through the finding aid. Let's go through several examples of how to access and use digitized content through finding aids at each of the TRLN libraries. First, let's look at the finding aids for UNC Chapel Hill and North Carolina Central. These libraries use the same finding aid interface. You can use the contents list within the finding aid to access digitized content from individual folders. If the contents of a folder have been digitized, there will be a link to the digitized content, followed by the word digitized in parentheses. If you wish to view the contents of folder 1, for example, simply click on the link, and the digitized content will appear in a new window. Here you will find a list of all the digital documents from folder 1. These documents appear in the same order online as they do in the physical folder. You can see that there is no enhanced metadata associated with the individual image, just the scan number. Clicking on the scan number will take you to a larger display of the document. Again, notice that there is very little descriptive information associated with the individual image, just the name of the collection, series in which the folder is located, and the title of the folder. All the information you see here is the same information you would see in the finding aid, with no additional information created by archivists for each image. Thus, the experience of the physical reading room is replicated in the digital world. Throughout your use of the digitized content, the finding aid remains in the original window, so you can easily navigate back to it. Now let's take a look at an example from North Carolina State University libraries. You can locate all the folders that have been digitized by clicking the tab labeled Online Content. If you wish to view the contents of Administrative Binder, Correspondence 1959 to 1961, for example, simply click on the link, and the digitized content will appear in a new window. Scroll down to the bottom of the page to see thumbnails of all the scans in the folder. Here you will find a list of all the digital documents from folder 1. These digital documents appear in the same order online as they do in the physical folder. Clicking on a thumbnail will take you to a larger display of the document. You can manipulate the image using the zoom buttons. To return to the list of thumbnails, simply click the X in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Finally, Let's take a look at an example from Duke Libraries. You can either scroll down the finding aid to locate digitized folders, marked by the text View Digitized Items, or you can limit the finding aid to show only folders that have been digitized by clicking the button at the top of the finding aid labeled Show Only the Digitized Content. If you wish to view the contents of a digitized folder, simply click on the link, and thumbnail images will appear for each scanned item. These digital documents appear in the same order online as they do in the physical folder. Clicking on a thumbnail will take you to a larger display of the document. You can manipulate the image by expanding it. You can download the image, and you can return to the list of thumbnails by clicking the Close button in the lower right corner of the screen. Our approach at TRLN to large-scale digitization is simple and streamlined. We have not implemented advanced features like enhanced metadata, optical character recognition to aid in full-text searching, or special searching capabilities. Instead, we have followed the advice of scholars and sought to mirror the physical reading room in the digital realm by digitizing entire collections, allowing you to explore primary sources online from the comfort of your home, favorite coffee shop, or wherever you like to research.